Here's Lee taking a selfie with a little Robert Burns.
Oh, there's like an ant on it or something.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's a wee beetle. It matches you, it's like copper.
Lol.
Lollage. So we're at the Birks. We're adventuring. It's very busy. There's a lot of cars and caravans and things kicking about.
That's what happens in phase 3.
Yeah, so just going to phase 3 in Scotland, so caravan sites open, self-accommodation? Self-catering accommodations opening, so there's a lot more people about. Elaine's obviously glad to be at the house, she's dancing about. So we're going for a little wander up the Birks today. Not done the Birks in a couple of years, I don't think.
No, the famous Birks.
The famous Birks.
Well, so I obviously am not from Aberfeldy, and it was like one of the first things that Gary showed me when I came to visit him.
Right, you can't come to Aberfeldy and not do the Birks.
And then I was like, oh, done it once, that's fine.
So we're doing it again. So it's just over 2 miles, I think it's about 2¼ mile walk, so you're looking for about an hour, roughly, round walk. But we'll probably take ages.
We're in our adventuring here.
You're looking very adventurous.
I feel like coming out of Jumanji or something.
Oh lady, you're so funny. So it is a loop walk.
Did you see that?
Wow, that was incredible. So you get a choice, as it is a loop, so you can either go up the right hand side here, which is kind of just uphill, or you can go down to the left, which I think we're going to do, takes you over the river to start with, and then you see more of the waterfalls and things to start off with, so let's go that way. Lane's on the pitches already. So whenever I come up the Birks, I always go around to the left hand side. I just think it gives you a much prettier walk. You get to see all the waterfalls and stuff to start off with, and it's not as much of a slog. If you go up the right hand side, it's just straight uphill basically. What's that?
I said I was just getting a good slow-mo of the waterfall, of course.
Of course, Lane loves a good slow-mo. She'll know if you've seen our black spout video. Go check it out if you haven't. I'm so excited to be outside. We were going to go up Schiehallion, but we're just feeling a little bit too lazy today, so we just thought a nice hour-long walk will do us fine.
You know, it eases back in from being couch potatoes for so many months.
Yeah, that's true. I've not really done a huge amount, to be honest.
We've done workouts.
We've done workouts.
We work out.
So the stream is the Moness burn. So if you know Aberfeldy, there's also the Moness resort and things. So this is kind of hence the reason it's called Moness, the stream that flows through it. So this area used to be called the Dens of Moness, but then Big Rabbie Burns, the national bard himself, came and wrote a poem here in 1787, I think it was. I'll check that, I'll put a fact check up here just now if I'm wrong. And wrote a poem called the Birks of Aberfeldy, and ever since it's been known as the Birks. Walking for literally 2 minutes and Elaine's already gone off piste. Oh, amazing. So adventurous. Anytime she sees a waterfall, out comes the phone for a slow-mo. This has been an hour-long walk. I think the way we're going here with all these slow-mos and things, it might be more like 2 hours. So we adventuring again, look at her. I think you've been off the path more than you've been on it. Lainey, who's that up ahead taking the seat? It's Mr. Robert Burns, is it? Shall we go introduce ourselves?
Yes, let's.
Make yourself comfy, why don't you? How you doing, Rabbi?
We go way back.
Go way back. So like I said earlier, the walk, or the kind of forest, I guess, the better way of describing it, around the Moness Burn, it's called the Birks, since he wrote his poem, the Birks of Aberfeldy. Now, if you didn't know, the Birks, or Birks in Scotland, is an old Scots word for birch trees. Now, none of the trees here are birch trees. But when you get up to the top, next to the main waterfall, it's just loads and loads of old birch trees. It's absolutely beautiful. So we'll be up there in, well, 2 hours with Elaine's slow-mos and all the rest of it. Sorry?
Got a little bit of birch poop on his head.
Ah, it's dandruff. Dandruff, that's what it is. Elaine's discovered a wee den.
I love it.
Do you? Do you live there?
Yeah. Of course. It's even got a reef and everything.
That's what it does.
And a wee bench inside.
Fantastic, eh?
Yeah.
Right, will we crack on?
Yeah.
We've literally came about 100 metres so far.
Like Mexico.
Yeah, it's actually like the snowies, isn't it?
I have to put my hair up because I'm just
It's getting a bit warm already.
honestly.
See, it's a steep gorge. Believe it or not, this bit here, off this rock, was where I caught my first ever fish.
Really?
Yeah, a tiny little brown trout. It's about this big. It's tiny. But this bit is really, really deep. So it's like a big long pool that goes from a waterfall that's up there, I'll show you in a second. It goes right the way along to the rocks you can just about see over there. When the sun's out, you can usually see the fish swimming about in here. The first big waterfall. Let's see how long it takes for Elaine to get her phone out for this slow-mo.
Time for a slow-mo!
So I did say that if you go up the right hand side, you get all the hills. If you go up this hand side, you get all the better views to start with, but it's a lot of stairs. So I just kind of got to the start of the stairs now, but it's worth it because it's where you see all the waterfalls. Like this one right here.
Here, Robert Burns was inspired to write the Birks of Aberfeldy. Doesn't it look like a great little writing nook?
Guys, I'll stand back. Go and pretend you're squatting in it, it's a bit damp. There you go. Laying in this little cave. Read all of our poems. Now we're coming up to some of the bigger waterfalls now.
You want me to stand in it?
No.
I could probably get to that rock.
No. No adventure lane on this waterfall. Maybe we've reached a dead end. Just kidding. The path goes on up this way. When I was younger, you used to be able to get to walk it this way. It takes you under one of the taller waterfalls. But the path's unsafe now. But you get to see it. You get to see it. Yes, for us. You get to see it later on. So don't break the rules if you come to the Birks. Don't break the rules. We just saw the cutest little fluffer. What kind of dog was that? Some kind of like cockapoo type
A
thing.
doodle of some sort.
Some kind of doodle. It's one of the best things about the Birks. Everyone takes their dogs up here, so if you like your doggos, there's so many to say hi to. And here's the main waterfall. So we're almost at the top. This is like a gallery, like a walking platform that takes around this bit, and you cross the bridge over the waterfall. You get to look down into the plunge pool below. Lady's roasting all these stairs. And we're now at the top, just about to cross over the bridge. And these are the famed Birks of Aberfeldy, all these beautiful birch trees. I read a fact that they believe this has been a birch forest for over 8,000 years, which is incredible. And here comes Lainey with the slow-mo. You can see the wee viewing platform over here. I can see some people. So when I was a wee boy growing up in Aberfeldy, we used to come up here like every other weekend and have a picnic. It's amazing fun. And we come up a lot with our cousins, and after we finish our picnic we go about and look for blaeberries. So these plants here, these grow, well, they're kind of like blueberries, but they're wild, they're very small and a little bit sour, but they're very, very tasty. That was my childhood, walking the Birks, having picnics, eating berries. It's not all bad. So when we came up here with our cousins, these are bracken, so if you grab it, you can pull it out the ground. It's got this root, and what you used to do is break all the leaves off it and use them as spears and just throw them at each other.
Good shot!
We used to play like cowboys and Indians in like the hill. Like, so our parents, we walk up the hill, we just be in the hill, it's like throwing bracken at each other. Because why wouldn't you? So we're heading back down the other side now. Now we just need to find a nice place to stop to have our brew break. Nice flask of tea. What do you think, Lainey? How does this compare to the last time you came round? Oh, it was like kind of 3 years ago or something.
I mean, it was ages ago. In fact, no, it wouldn't even have been longer than that, because we've been out for like 7 or 8 years.
Jeez, for a long time, yeah, 8 years.
And it was close, it wasn't when I moved here, it was like when I came to visit. So I don't remember it that much, but I think the weather was a bit worse.
Yeah, I think it was quite rainy.
Quieter.
Yeah.
So,
I think just now with restrictions starting to lift in Scotland, everyone's kind of looking for staycations and stuff because we've been shut inside for so long. They're just kind of wanting to get away for a weekend. So there's a lot of people about just now.
yeah.
I think that's probably the reason. I mean, the Birks is always quite busy in the summer. It's a very popular walk.
I mean, it's not like crazy busy as you can see, but it's like...
Yeah, it's notably busier than it usually would be.
Welcome to Aberfeldy, everyone!
It's a great place to visit. You're welcome anytime. Lainey, I offer you a bench for your brew break and the brew.
This is why I love you.
So musical. Something nice and peaceful about just sitting among the trees. Don't you agree, Lainey?
Yes, I do.
Time for a cup of tea. So we finished our tea break. We're just heading down the last little bit of the Birks. Then we're going to get some lunch. You hungry?
Always.
Always. I'm starving. Let's go find something to eat.
Hopefully, we're gonna go to Peace.
Yes, going to Peace.
Peace. So we'll have a little takeaway in Aberfeldy. There's your salad boxes and sandwiches and lots of yummy cake.
Lots of delicious things.
And hopefully they've got some food left.
Yeah. If you're wondering why it's called Peace, in Scotland a piece is like a sandwich. So it's called like sandwich. Pretty much.
A piece and jam.
A wee piece and jam. A wee cheese piece, a wee ham piece.
Oh, you can't fling pieces at a 20-storey flat. Hey Gary, what you got there?
Got Greek salad boxes
Ooh,
with dolmades.
nice.
Exciting stuff. Can't wait. So we're just going to walk through well, it's the little Birks we call it, the lower Birks. There's a wee secret way back up to our house that we're going to go.
Yeah, we go up a wee hill to our house.
It's a secret.
So,
no one knows about it.
I think we might leave you here because
Yeah.
we're going to go home.
We're going to go home and get
And
stuffed.
yeah,
You know, this stuff.
but this is a wee bit of like the lower Birks here, or the
So it's only about kind of 150 metres long.
yeah.
But it's a nice little shortcut from the square, it's the middle of town. Where the
Yeah.
park is.
And there's like a little seating area which is nice. So
That's nice.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
We'll leave it there, and if you guys are in Aberfeldy, definitely do the Birks and check out Peace as well.
yeah, it's
It's a
delish.
great little place. George and Zoe, I used to work with them at the distillery. They're a great couple. They started this at the start of lockdown. I think it was like the first week in lockdown they opened. So they've had a tough start, but they're doing really well. So
Yeah.
cheers guys, and
was a
we
bit
will
shiggly.
see you in the next video.
See ya.
Whatever that
Bye.
is.